Friends, when we discuss engines, we know that a larger engine often means more power. If we look at history, we can see many examples of massive engines that left people in awe. Have you ever wondered about the technology used in the world's largest aircraft engines or locomotives? Have you ever seen the most powerful jet engine or rocket? Chances are you haven't. Today, I'll be telling you about some of these incredible engines. The engine you see on the screen is the GE90 engine, first installed on a British Airways aircraft in 1995. Not only is it the world's most powerful turbofan engine, but it also made history by being the first aircraft engine with blades made of carbon fiber. Earlier engines produced between 74,000 and 94,000 pounds of thrust, but the GE90 started with an impressive 104,000 pounds of thrust. This engine was later upgraded and installed in Boeing's largest passenger aircraft, the Boeing 777 aircraft. Each blade weighed 22 kilograms with a total of 21 blades per engine. The entire engine weighed 8,300 kilograms, measured 18 feet long, and was 12 feet wide. When it first hit the market, people questioned its power, leading to a 2002 test where it ran continuously for 60 hours in hot summer conditions. Even after this extreme test, the engine remained operational. While the GE90 is undoubtedly the most powerful jet engine in the world, another engine, the GE9X, holds the title for the largest jet engine. The GE9X recently passed its tests and was first installed in Boeing's 777X. Like the GE90, its blades are made of carbon fiber, but it has only 14 blades. Due to its size, the GE9X cannot be installed on every aircraft and is limited to high-flying aircraft. Upon starting, it generates 100,000 pounds of thrust, securing its place as the largest jet engine in the world. In the early days of aviation, piston engines powered aircraft before jet engines took over. Pratt & Whitney created the world's largest aviation piston engine, which, by the end of the 20th century, was considered the most complex engine of its time. This engine had 28 cylinders arranged in 4 rows, designed to help each other stay cool while in motion. It was initially installed in American military aircraft, and the U.S. government eventually mandated its installation on all military planes. The engine initially produced 3,000 horsepower, but later models reached 4,300 horsepower. However, as jet engines emerged, piston engines lost their prominence. The Lightning XR77755 holds the record as the largest radial piston engine in history. It features a staggering 36 cylinders with a total displacement capacity of 127 liters. To put this in perspective, no car has ever surpassed a 3-liter capacity. Yet this engine achieved a 127-liter capacity. First operated in 1944, it initially demonstrated 5,000 horsepower, astounding the world. This incredible engine made its debut in European bombers. The technology of 4-line no-no cylinders from that time is still visible today. The water cooling system was installed inside the XR77755. Everything was going well, but suddenly the attention of the entire world shifted from this engine because jet engines had entered the market. As a result, only 2 XR77755 engines were ever made. Now let's go from planes to trains. The Union Pacific Railroad 4000 class, commonly known as the Big Boy, is the largest locomotive in the world. It was built between 1941 and 1944 and was used to transport heavy wartime goods. Only 25 Big Boys were ever made. During World War I and the 1940s, America needed a powerful engine capable of moving goods quickly, and the Big Boy was created to fill this gap. The entire engine was 85 feet long, making it the most powerful locomotive in the world. It produced around 135,000 pounds of power during movement, which astonished everyone at the time. The engine remained in service until 1969, but then diesel engines emerged, drawing attention away from the big boys. When it comes to the largest diesel engine, the BMW 2000 is the first name that comes to mind. It's truly so massive that people gape when they see it. It's now installed at the HD Arrested Power Station in Denmark, and it's so large that a building had to be constructed around it. This two-stroke engine was first built in 1933. and remained the largest engine in the world for about 30 years. It was designed to provide electricity to Denmark's capital. Copenhagen, the engine is 80 feet long and 1 feet tall, weighing 1,400 tons. Its crankshaft alone weighs 140 tons. Although massive, it still has only 8 cylinders and requires 40 tons of lubricant oil. If any part of the engine is damaged today, repairs are nearly impossible. However, it still runs properly and generates 22,500 horsepower. The engine provided power for many years until 2004 when it ceased delivering electricity to the capital. Despite this, the engine is still started on the first and third Saturdays of each month, drawing crowds from all over the world. Imagine standing next to a 363-foot long, 33-foot wide, and 3,250-ton engine. The Saturn V rocket is the largest rocket ever made, and it's still considered the largest, heaviest, and most powerful rocket in the world. This is why it can carry more payload into space. When this rocket launches, it produces a thrust of 12 million pounds. When sending people to space, the Saturn V rocket is the preferred choice. Costing about $185 million per launch, you may have wondered about the largest car engine in the world. The answer is the Fiat S76, later renamed the Fiat 3000 HP record. When it was created, it set 2 world records, being the largest engine to date and breaking the speed record of the Blitzen Ben. This 4-stroke engine could generate 286 horsepower and turn heads at 1,900 revolutions per minute at the time. The first car to feature this engine was named the Beast of Turin, and only 2 cars with this engine were ever made. One car, built in 1911, was sold in Russia and later crashed in Australia. Fiat kept the second car, which was sold for scrap in 1920. Let me know which engine you liked the most in the comments section below. If you want a part 2 of this video, write part 2 in the comments.